Hello, you future network administrators. This is Whalehater doing yet another packet tracer. This one is, of course, pretty challenging. This is packet tracer 10114 for CCNA, course number 2. And I've done this one a number of times now, and you'll see on my addressing table on the left, I've got it about halfway or a third of the way filled out already. And this is partly a packet tracer. You have to go through and figure out all the networking connections, but also it's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle when it comes to filling out the addressing table. Now, this is the only way I can get it in there so it actually works. So every field that can be filled in is filled in. And when I was first started doing it, I kind of thought it needed to be contiguous. So I would have I built this Excel spreadsheet to kind of give you an idea of what I was thinking, like edge 1, and then it was the branch and everything. Okay, so I did the branch and now the firewall, and then the next device I would, secure shell 2 would be the floor 2, and then so on and so forth. Well, it is like that when you're doing the packet tracer, but when you actually want to fill this thing in, it's a little more challenging. So branch edge is first, then it hits the firewall, then subfloor 1, subfloor 2, or switch floor, whatever it is, 2, and then another branch firewall, and then 2 VLAN, and then the S3, and then the VLAN on the bottom. So it doesn't make sense on the addressing table as to what we're going to be doing, but just that aside, let's get this thing going, and we'll start her up. Okay. So we're just going to be doing a little bit of exploring at first, and then we'll start secure shelling out. Okay, so on the admin PC, open a command prompt, done. Secure shell into the gateway router, somewhere over here. Oh yeah, it'd be the edge router right there. Exactly. So that's the gateway router. So let's do that. SSH -L. I don't know what that means, but hey, I'm learning too. Let's give the administrator username and then 192.168.1.1. And instead of typing out this super long password, let's just go up here and do a copy paste. It's leet speak for secret pass, and yeah, anyway. Notice that you're placed directly into privileged exec mode. Ta-da! See the little hashtag? This is because the admin 01 user account is set to privilege level 15. And we will learn more about that in course 3, if I imagine correctly. So we're going to use the show interface, or show IP interface brief command, and that's going to show you which ones are up and which ones are down. So right here, for this device, we can see that on branch edge, the device we're on, edge 1, right there. Excuse me. We've got the 192.168. That's that. Then the serial 00 link. Here's the right there. That's the IP address for that guy. And the subnet masks we're going to have to get with the show run. Or we could also show interface, but that's just going to give you the slash notation. It's just easier to do show run. And let's see where we're at. Gigabit 00, serial 000. There's that. So that one's done. Edge 1's done. Okay, let's get down here. And it says next, we'll do that show interface. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is show interfaces, and you'll see that this IP address for gigabit 00. So here, where is it? Here's the name of the interface, and it kind of tells you that here's the MAC address associated with it. Here's the internet address, so the IP address, that's the 11 right over here. And it gives you the slash notation. So that's that 255.255.255.0, and that's slash notation 24. You hit spacebar, go down. Let's see, the VLAN is down. The serial 1 is down. Serial 000 is up. And here's the IP address for it. which is filled in now, and here is the slash notation. So the 255 252 would be the same thing as the slash 30. So that's why we do the show run, if we can. We can't always do that. So next, with this on this device, we are going to say, where is it? Using the Edge 1's router's command line interface, you will use Secure Shell into the remote branch office at this IP address. Copy, paste. Okay, SSH -L. Give the. Actually, we can do this. Copy, paste, enter. Okay, let's give that password again. So let's just kind of scroll up, copy, paste. I'm a big fan of the copy paste. It saves a lot of time because I am not the world's fastest typer. Okay. So after connecting to the remote branch office at 209.165.210, what piece of previously missing information can now be added to the addressing table above? Well, duh, the name. Copy. You just paste it in up here. Da-da-da. So now you know what the device name is called. And you know what the IP address is because they gave that to you. But let's do a show run, or show. Oh my goodness. Stuck trying to do this as a domain name. It's doing an IP lookup for it, or a DNS lookup for it. And we just have to wait and wait and wait as my bad typing skills causes this thing to die. Well, let's read ahead. You are now remotely connected to Branch Edge Router. Use the CDP, begin looking up the connected network devices. So you'll do the show interfaces again, you show interface brief, and then when you come to this command, show CDP, you're going to see that it's going to say CDP is not enabled. Now, to get that sucker enabled, it gives you these commands down here. And I'm sure you're not having any problems entering in that stuff. And you'll see again. So all we do to just turn it on is a simple command of CDP run. And that's a global command that'll do that. But we want to disable that on that one interface, that S001. To do that, let's just jump over there on that interface, and we're going to say no CDP enable. Okay, so that turned it off on that one interface. We can get back out of there, exit. Now, if we do that show CDP neighbors command, we're going to see what this one is connected to. It's just now sending out those requests, so it'll be a couple seconds. While we're waiting for that, we can again try to do the show run command. Type slowly. Okay, there we go. Okay, you'll see that these two interfaces, and there are two of them, we can address. Actually, one of them is already addressed. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So, gigabit 00, we're on branch edge, so we can say that's the other interface that we're going to be addressing. Here is the IP address, and here is the subnet mask. Down here for the S001, there is the IP address, and here's the subnet mask. Okay, so now what is connected to this interface? And that's what we have to learn through the show CDP neighbors command. Great, now those requests came back, it's up and running. So we'll see that on our interface, G00, right there, there is a router. You can see that here. There's a router connected to it, and its platform is a C1900 router, and its port that it's using to connect to us is G00. Okay. G00. So that's the one that's connecting to us. So we're looking over here, and the branch firewall is connecting to us with this interface right here. And what he is, his name is branch firewall. Oops. Oh my goodness. Firewall. Okay, so to get his IP address, we need to do something a little different. So we're going to say show CDP neighbors. That's correct. And now we're going to say detail. And that'll give everything that's connected to him on this edge router is going to give their IP address and a little bit more information. So it looks like branch firewall. Looks like his IP address is 192.168.3. Bam. 253. And this is his interface that he's connecting to us with. Now his subnet mask, we're going to have to find a different way. It's probably 248 since these two are connected to each other. They're on the same network, I would imagine. So just to verify though, let's SSH over there. Okay. Is there a neighboring? Oh, we can answer some of these questions. So show CDP neighbors. Is there a neighboring network device? What type of device it is? What is it? What is its name? And I'm just going through and we already answered a lot of these questions. Is the device IP address listed? No, it is not. Record the information addressing table. It's not listed in the show CDP neighbors command. It is shown in the CDP's neighbors detail. Aside from the neighboring device's IP address, what other pieces of potentially sensitive information is listed? Well, you can see right here that the version number is listed, what platform it's using, things like that. That is pretty sensitive information. If there was a bug for version 14.9 and they haven't upgraded to it, then you have that vulnerability being broadcast all over your network. That's why you kind of want to shut down CDP when you're not using it. So, yeah. You don't want people knowing what version you're using. Okay, so now let's go to the next device. So to connect with SSH to the branch with that administration username, and we're going to do that right now. Let's just go up here and we're going to copy paste in a longer command. Nope, never mind. Just do a little bit. SSH -L. There's that. And let's get this IP address right there is where we're going to be going. Enter. Password, same thing for everything through here. Just this leet speak secret pass. Enter. So now we're in branch firewall. Sweet. Branch firewall. Show. Run. And let's see. G00. Here is the IP address for, or the subnet mask for that, since we already have the IP address. There's a G01. So now we know what the other one is. G01. Here's its IP address. Copy, paste, copy, paste. We just still don't know what they're connected to, but we will shortly. Show CDP neighbors. All right, so it looks like G01 is connected to switch BR floor. G01 is connected to, oops, G0, this one is that. G01 is down here, and that one's connected to switch 2. Looks like G00 is connected to branch edge. And you can see that branch firewall is connected to this guy's connected to that, so those two are interconnected. Cool, so that one's done. Now we need to get over to this switch 2. So let's say show detail, show CDP neighbor detail, and we're going to get the IP address of switch 2. Here's switch 2, there's the IP. Switch 2. So we're going to go to a VLAN and paste that in there. Now, because everything after the branch firewall is going to have this IP range, it's going to be on one LAN. It's most likely going to have the same subnet mask. Just a little hint, this one is on the same, we don't have its IP address yet, but we know pretty sure it's going to have the same subnet mask. Okay, so it's connected to floor 2, or switch 2, floor 2. Let's see, what else is this thing connected to? Branch edge, we already knew that. There's the IP address. Branch 2, okay. So now let's SSH over to this one. Branch admin, admin, copy or paste that address in. There's the password prompt. Oh, there we go. Let's give our password. Enter. We're in. Yes. Show CDP neighbors. Okay. So we've got a G02 or G01, G02, and we've got a fast Ethernet 24. So let's do that. G01, G02, G02, and fast Ethernet 24. Okay. So we're on F2. What is G1 connected to? G1 is connected to branch firewall. Copy. You can see that right there. So G01, paste. Okay. Oh my goodness, F024. Okay, what is F24 connected to? And that is this guy. Paste. And G02 is connected to floor 1. Okay, let's do the show CDP neighbor details. And we're going to get the IP addresses for all these guys. Alright, so for branch firewall, we already have his address. We already know that one. Here's floor 3. There's the IP address right there. IP address for the VLAN. And then we can see floor 1, and he's on G02. Okay. Okay, so it looks like that's that. Now, because we're not in privileged exec mode, we're just in user exec mode, we can't SSH, so we actually have to exit out of here. So we're going to do an up arrow, and we're going to backspace 1, get rid of that 2, and we're going to enter 3. Okay, same thing. That's all we have to do is just change that one little number. Enter. We're in. Yes. Show CDP neighbor details. Just skip ahead a little bit. All right. So it looks like F IP address for floor 2. We've got that. And let's see, what else is he connected to? Floor 1. He's a switch. Okay, so let's just do up arrow. Let's get rid of that details. So F24, we've got an F24 here as well. And a G1. What are they connected to? It looks like F02 is connected to floor 2. And G01 is connected to floor 1. All right, so now we're just going to fill in this because, well, as you noticed before, switch BR floor number 1 doesn't have an IP address, and that is one of these questions. What is the name of the switch that does not have an IP address on the network? And I think this field right here is kind of in the wrong spot. It should be down here. So we're just going to put that information into there. Okay, so that's the answer for that. But let's see, G01 most likely is the answer there. G01. And the other one that connects to it is G02. So imagine that's G02. And what do they connect to? So G02, we're going to say G01 and G01. Since, as you notice, most of these match each other. This is his port that he's connecting to us with, and it matches the same port that we're using to connect to him. So I'm imagining they're probably the same. Right here, we're connecting to on the on the 2-1, we are connected to switch floor 2, and on the interface G01, we're connected to switch BR floor 3. So cool, we got all this thing pushed out or filled out, and we got through it pretty well. I know it took a little bit longer than I like to make my videos, but thanks for sticking with it. And these questions are not that hard at all. Just walk through, and as you're going through these things, you'll know how it will work together. Just by doing these commands and getting through it is pretty simple. What's the hard part is figuring out where these fields need to be to get entered in correctly, and I kind of gave you that. So you guys have a great night. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, and I'm sure you've got at least a couple, go ahead and put them in the comment section. We'll get those answered for you. Also, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and again, have a great day. Peace. Oh, guys, I totally forgot to show you the network topology, because that is one of the questions that needs answering. Duh. Draw the topology from the remote branch office using the information you gathered using the CDP. So, yeah, sorry about that. Totally spaced. This would be our starting network, and this is what we've discovered along the way. First, there's something called the branch edge. Then there's the firewall. That's another router. And then we hit floor 2. From there, they're interconnected as well to the floor 3 and floor 1. And that's basically what it looks like. It's got the crossover cables here in between like devices, and then it's got a serial connection up here. So yeah, you can pretty easily build this thing just by looking at which devices and what kind of interface it's connecting to another device, and it's all filled out here. So if you just want a quick little, oh yeah, that's basically what it looks like. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Please comment, please subscribe. Bye.